Hello Facebook, this is Retta, and today I'm going to do a a reveal of this deck. This is called the Savage Tarot, and it's a gorgeous deck. It's by, oh shoot, Michelle X, I think that's what it says, but you can get it at Game Crafter, and I'm going to warn you now that Game Crafter cardstock sucks. I think it's the bane of my existence. So I'm going to have to redo the backs of this deck before I can use it. So I haven't used this, so this is just a reveal, but it's a very expensive deck, you know, from Game Crafter. I think it was like 60 bucks or maybe a little bit more. So here it is. It comes in this big box, which is nice, but I would prefer better cardstock than the box. So it comes in this. This is the case for it. I mean the box for it. It's the Savage 2. And it gives you a bag. And then in this big box, it gives you, I guess, some note paper where it says Savage on it. Oh, it doesn't say it. No, it's just a note paper. And it comes with this book. So, and it's just, you know, it tells you a little bit about each. I hope you guys can see this very well. I might have to go a little closer now. I hope now that I'm closer. Oh, it looks, I'm still getting used to this camera. Okay, so we'll keep this out. And so let's get into this deck. So I warn you, the cardstock is not my cup of tea, so I'm going to redo the backs of these thanks to a suggestion of my tarot bestie, Veronica Judd. It's a nice back and it's a hand, you can see. But the problem is that the cardstock is not my cup of tea, you know. So let's see if we can see some of these. They're not in order, I don't think. They probably, I don't know if they came in order or not. So I'm just going to go through some of these. Look at the Queen of Wands. That's the Hermit. That's a strange hermit. Let's see what they say about the hermit. Okay, here it is. She sits alone, not only in her physical environment, but emotionally as well. She seeks wisdom, but to what purpose? Her difficulty connecting with others keeps her from sharing her knowledge. We see the connections going directly into her brain, as if she's trying to download everything else she needs to know without having to interact with anyone else. The wings offering a reversal, a possible means to escape her solitude and become more involved in the world around her. The other meaning is withdrawal, acting alone, seeking wisdom, difficulty in connecting with the world or other people. Reverse, becoming more involved with others, more active to the world. So that's what this one, because it's a really, I don't know if you can see it, it's different. So this is the Queen of Cups. Look at the Page of Wands. She's looking the gun. There's the King and Queen. The Page of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, I dig that. The Page of Pentacles. Sorry, there is some, was that nudity? Yeah, I think so. Here's the King of Pentacles. So I think it's in some type of order, just not in the order that we're used to. Okay, so let me get through some of these. I want to see, that's a Five of Wands. So it is a dark deck. I really love a dark. So this is the Three of Wands. It's two men back to back ready for a duel. So that's very interesting. The Eight of Swords. Ooh, look at the Nine of Swords. I like that. They are stabbing her eye out. Ooh, yeah, I wonder what they say with the Nine of Swords. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the swords. Let's see. The Nine of Swords. This is this card. She is suffering through a vicious attack, yet refuses to look away. The attacker's mask has been given partially torn away, showing that she did not give in, but she put up a fight. She does not flinch from the pain of the situation. The divination meaning is enduring a cruel or painful situation, refusing to give in or look away, reverse, turning away from something, avoiding the painful situation. I love dark decks. I don't get to do too many of them in like readings in person because, you know, a lot of people will be kind of scared or put off by it, but I think they're awesome. Let me see how many minutes I am. So, yes, there is some nudity, so cups. I know, I'm trying to find some of, here's the Tower, some Major Arcana, here's Temperance, here's Strength. Now, this is my favorite card in any deck. This is a very interesting Strength card. So let me see real quick what she says. Every time I look, like I said, I haven't used this deck at all because, I have to repurpose the backs. Her fragile physical form belies the strength she possesses. She uses her gentle persuasion to draw even the most delicate creatures to her. Even butterflies answers to the pull of her emotions. The dead cardinal in her hands and the blood trickling from the corner of her mouth gives pause as to what end these powers are being used for. The divination meaning strength of character and feeling gentle pursuing. Reversed, a need to act or speak directly, feeling weakness. So every time I go in a deck, here's the Magician, I look for that. Oh, that's a weird Lovers. Let me look through this. So I'm not going through the whole deck. If you guys would like me to go through the whole deck, I will. This was just me. The Lovers. He kneels before her, showing his submission. The bonds of their dominant submissive relationship has a strength and purity of desire that may not be understood by others. Who says love has to be gentle? It's a merging of opposites. The gas masks are a heightened reminder that even in a relationship based in trust, one may still never know the true face of their lover. The wings represent flight, so a choice may be coming to either leave or make leave. The divination meaning love, sexual desire, an important relationship may also mean the merging of opposites reverse, difficulties in a relationship, opposition between people, and the need to rebel against parents or society. So there's that. This is the High Priestess. The Hanged Man. Ooh. Whoops. Sorry if you can't see that. The Empress. I'm hoping that you can really see these cards because it's a really dark deck. Ooh, I like that Devil. The Devil. Here's the Chariot. Oops, the Chariot. Okay, and the Knight. So, I'm just looking. Here's the Fool. That's an interesting Fool. Here's the Death. So this is a very dark, dark deck, and I love it. It's the Savage 2 Tarot, and by Michelle X. It says, the Savage Tarot, for years I've dreamed of tarot of my own interpretation, a tarot which exists closer to the modern real world. Given that the tarot has been around since the early 14th century and evolved over time, it appears that the symbolism, story, and imagery have changed very little. I perhaps most disturbed when viewing tarots that bear fairies, mythological people, and creatures of them. This is something to which I can relate. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw a fairy. In my personal travels, I've seen the depths of the world, and the most often the collective society tends to ignore, pretending it doesn't exist. Through my art, I attempt to exploit these depths, bring them to their viewers' eyes, make them confront what lurks in the living underworld. Inside every aspect of beauty we see, there is a filth underneath. It is that filth, the strange beauty, that the bizarre that I've spent many years of my life seeing, to which I can relate. When attempting to connect on some level with something that has become a spiritual truth, this tarot will express the true world in which we live. This is it. And it is indeed a macrame of savage place to exist. So you can get this tarot deck, The Savage 2 by Michelle X, I believe her name was, on Game Crafters. And I do warn you that it's not the best card stock, and you can always repurpose. You can put that paper behind. So that's it for this. I'll talk to you guys later, and I just wanted to share this new deck.